Good morning, everyone. Shadow here. Sorry, a little late update. As I was in my morning workout and missed this dump on the 5 minute. I'm going to go through the time frames from low to high. Let's do a market analysis real quick. I'm going to start out with the US 30 and the US 500. This is the SPX that most people call it. But yeah, let's look at this dump. It looks awful. We just broke new lows. Um, we actually bled. I mean, I was kind of expecting a green day a little bit, but I was not in the markets. But look at this. We broke new lows here from yesterday. It just ugly, ugly, ugly. 5 minute chart, which I do like playing quite a bit, was a perfect short. As you can see, price tried to drive up from the previous peak. Here's a peak. Price tries to drive up again. We have a nice divergence forming. These have a 95% hit rate when price is driving higher than the previous peak and momentum is lost. As you can see, it never drove above this last peak. Momentum failed here. This would have been your short candle here. Actually, it would have been a green candle, right? You would have got in here at 3689 or so, say somewhere in the middle, and there is a 1% gain unleveraged, which is crazy. Just dumping. It literally all gains. Same with the US 30. If you look at it, man, I wish I would have not worked out today. This was a beautiful setup forming again right here. Another peak, first peak, second peak tries to drive up. Again, got a divergence. Slope is up, slope is down. This would have been your short candle, another green one, even on the US 30, and you dump. And we'll kind of go through all the time frames to see what I'm looking at. But again, you would have gained another just over 1% there. If we go look at Bitcoin, exactly the same thing. Over and over this plays out. All time frames would have been a great short this morning. It's too bad, like I said. But sometimes exercise gets in the way. Woke up a little late today, 6:30 instead of my normal hour, 5:30. So again, dump, much stronger dump here. Unleveraged, you're looking at already a 3% dump. If you would have just put a couple percent on it, you would have put, or a 3x leverage, you would have made 10% on your portfolio. Yeah, but beautiful play, beautiful dump. Just lost 550 points here on Bitcoin. You can see these patterns play out over and over again. Even the 5 minute, if I was around, had a nice pump here where over the last few hours, you would have caught this long here. You can see it's flat the slope, gaining momentum. Here's your long, tries to drive down, previous peak. Here's your long here. Took a little while to play out, but then on this candle right here, this green candle on AO, and it pumped 1% unleveraged. And you just wait for these setups over and over again. So that's all I do. Other than that, let's see. Let's go to higher time frames to see how we're looking. I'm assuming we're looking awful. I usually like to start with the 3-day. I posted this chart earlier today. Essentially what I'm looking at for Bitcoin to get long over the coming weeks or month, I am looking, we are flat right now, which is good. Price is flat. We are forming a divergence. The problem is we're dangerously close to breaking lower on this peak. So if we open in about 36 hours, that will be tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Central Time. But 36 hours, if we roll down here and push past this peak, I'm assuming we're going to have a sharp sell-off and we are going to tank. So I'm assuming it's just going to drop. And I'm not that far, obviously, but I'm looking at 15. Let's kind of zoom in. Yeah, we're looking at least down to 16.2, I'd assume. I know a lot of people are calling 15. 13 to 15. But first stop is we got some resistance in here. So we're going to next stop down. Let's just kind of draw that purple box. So I'm looking to sweep these lows down here somewhere. So if we zoom in now, this is always fun charting, right? When you zoom out. So next stop's going to be 17,000 area, even possibly, yeah, that would be my next stop, my guess. Sweep this wick, get in there, get in probably around 17,000 if we break support here at 18,200. I honestly think we will. Everything looks bearish. So let's look at the 1 day. I think when I saw it this morning, it's had quite a few green days. But at the end of the day, again, looking for the same thing, but we're about to roll red again. If we don't gain some momentum here on the U.S. indices, this will turn red again with AO and drive us lower, probably pushing us at least back to retest 18.2 again. And as you know, every time a support or resistance is pinged, it gets weaker. And this is Swiss cheese. Everything down here, even in here, is Swiss cheese. So if you really kind of look at it this way, just all these wicks, even encompass in here, this whole box is Swiss cheese. Bulls are somehow hanging tough, but you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many pings in here, right? So you're talking this thing's about to just get crushed. And you know the economy's in shambles. So 1 day looks like it's about to roll red. We'll see tonight in about 10 hours. Let's see the 12-hour rolled red. So the markets are just looking weak. 12-hour rolled red. That opened up this morning 2 hours ago, this candle rolling red. So it can turn green again, the candle, but I mean, we have to recover later in the day, or we won't recover probably until near close of the U.S. indices, U.S. stocks, the New York Stock Exchange here. So, and I know now everything will be bleeding. This is looking real ugly, a huge divergence that's barely pushing up. I'm assuming we're going to turn red there. 4-hour already turned red. So yeah, right now we're if anything, we missed the shorts this morning. That's okay, but at least it's a learning experience for everyone here on this channel on what I was looking at. Let's go to U.S. oil. Let's do gold. Gold has been steadily gaining here, but let's look at that's my old chart. So gold is green. On the 1 day is looking pretty strong here. It has a nice divergence forming. I mean, a huge one if you really look at it. We're tanking here, and this is a strong divergence. We're green. So I'm going to start layering in actually longs here on gold. I'm going to expect to push up. I don't know where it's going to end, but at the end of the day, I don't look for really support or resistances too often. I don't get greedy. I stay patient, and we'll make this a different color. But I stay patient, and just take my gains when I can. When I get greedy, usually, and don't raise stops or lower stops, I usually my position reverses on me, and I end up losing and getting my stops getting swept. So, but I'm going to put some longs here on gold. It's looking strong on the daily. U.S. oil, know that it's had a nice push from lows. Still red here on the daily, but it looks like it's about to get turned green. But let's zoom in a little. Let's look at the 12-hour. Yeah, 12-hour turned green. But as you can see, there's really no clear divergence. And oil's been kind of erratic anyway, so I've been kind of out of it or not playing along with it. What else do we want to do? Let's just pick a few randoms. I know everyone loves ApeCoin, so let's just start off at the 3-day. And most of these follow Bitcoin anyway, but right on the 3-day, I don't see this coin lasting that much longer. I think some of the NFTs have been basically bled out and hemorrhaged. Here's a nice 12-hour short, but not that big of a divergence though. So if you're looking at this, we have, you might have a little bit of a slope differential, but they're about the same. So These are only about an 80% hit rate. So you would have entered on this candle here, and then you'd hope somewhere here that we'd break back down. But I'm not going to take ape. So let's pull ether now. Let's look at ether. Let's zoom back out to the 3-day. So again, weak, you would have shorted here. You could have made a little bit of profit. It would have been a 100-point profit. You could have swept. You would have, again, these are about 85% hit rate. You got this here, got a slope here. You would have entered right here on this candle, and you could have, say you got it in the middle, but you could have swept 185 points. But it looks weak too, ether. Everything's looking weak. Again, we're in a global recession. Daily's looking fairly strong here, but again, I'm suspecting the next candle open red here and sweep down. So for the long term, everything is looking like we're about to see new lows here shortly. I'll keep us updated. I will create another video tomorrow morning. I'll try to do this one earlier, especially before the Friday New York Stock Exchange opening bell. But this even looks like it's about to bust red again. We're just hovering right around the balance line 0.0. Usually I like to take longs when we're below the balance line, and I'm only looking for longs, and I'm looking for shorts when AO or Awesome Oscillator is above. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Please use my referral link for PrimeXBT. This is where I take all my trades on PrimeXBT. But please use my referral link in the description of the video. There's some nice bonus codes there for 50% off fees and a 7% sign-up bonus. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I'll try to get to them all. I will also be running a giveaway. All you have to do to be eligible for the $200 giveaway, it'll be a $150 funded trading account on PrimeXBT and a $50 one as well to second place. I will pull those in about 3 days. All you have to be eligible is comment and like this video, guys. And if you can, please share it. But that's not necessary. But I would love you guys to like, comment, and help us grow. Anyway, have a great rest of the day, everyone, and we will chat soon.